to another video on my channel. I hope you're doing good, hope you're doing well. As Bulgaria's side, I was going to say Bulmadi's side, although Bulmadi was in the stadium, Majid Bulgaria's side make it 2 wins out of 2, 6 points out of 6, and the first team through to the quarterfinals of the 2022 edition of the African Nations Championship. Once again, very similar pattern to the first game. Not the most inspiring or exciting football match, it has to be said. But however, there's plenty of positives to talk about from that game. Now remember, Ethiopia here, we're not talking well, it's their local side, but it's pretty much their main side. It's their 9 of the 11 played at the Africa Cup of Nations in the main national team. A lot of Ethiopian footballers stay local, so it's pretty much playing the main Ethiopian national team, and our localised team has managed to beat them 1-0, which is an accomplishment in itself, considering that our main national team lost to the likes of Equatorial Guinea and couldn't score against Sierra Leone at the Africa Cup of Nations. So full credit to Bulgaria and the boys for that. Bit of a change in the system leading into the game. So we played 4 at the back in the first game. This game was a 5 at the back. So we sort of sacrificed one of the attacking players. Thank goodness Karim Aribi wasn't involved at all. I think after the stinger he produced in the opening game, even just as a sub, it showed that Aribi shouldn't really be a part of these fixtures, and it's not really the level that he's expected to be at. I mean, God knows how he was in Bulmadi's squad 2 months ago for like the Sweden game and the Mali game and stuff like that. But Mahious, meanwhile, is doing very, very well. So Alexis Genduz kept his place in goal. He was very good. That's 2 clean sheets out of 2 for him. Why is he not knocking on the door for a place in the main national team? We keep calling up these old keepers from the Middle East. Alexis Genduz has got to be in with a shout soon, surely. He's been very good. The save at the end, I know the Ethiopian player sort of hit the ball at him, but he saves with his leg, comes out very quick, sharp, alert. It's a fantastic save by Genduz right at the end, and it obviously gets Algeria the win, because if that goes in that late, it probably ends 1-1, and we've taken the bulk of our best players off by that point. Back 5 this time. He had Latwafi playing left wing back, we had Belkatia playing right wing back, and you had Haddad, Belaid and Abdullawi captain as a back 3, which worked okay. I mean, Haddad was a bit shaky, dodgy back pass at one occasion, and Abdullawi had to come off. Bit of an ankle problem, that's a concern for the captain. Ghazala came on. 2 in midfield, very good again. Kandusi, Mrazig, and even Draoui was very, very good. And of course, Mazien, he's like a little Belali for me, isn't he? He's such a good dribbler, but he just doesn't know when it's time to pass the blooming ball. Mazien is so good. He'll beat 4 or 5 men. He's got the drop of the shoulder, short bit of pace, quick bit of pace, beating a man very quickly. It's just that final decision making. He wants to walk the ball, run the ball into the net. He needs coaching, and he'll be a top player. He's knocking on the door as well. And Debich was out injured. Mahious kept his place in the team, and he made it 2 goals out of 2. He's the only scorer for the team in this tournament. Of course, he was coming off with an injury problem in that first game. So surprisingly, a pleasant surprise that he started this second game. He couldn't finish it. He had to come off about 65, 70 minutes. But again, the substitutes from Bulgaria are not really impacting the game as much as the first 11 are, which is a bit of a cause for concern. So going into that final game against Mozambique, with us already qualified, he may look to rest 1 or 2 ahead of a huge quarter-final clash to come. But what a show we're putting on. The goal's fantastic. It does come from another set play. It's a corner into the box. Mahious touch, bang, in on target. No messing about. Brilliant tribute with the celebration to Bilal Ben Hammouda. And I have to say, 6 points out of 6 in the first team through, cracking. Now in the other game, Mozambique came back from behind to beat Libya by 3 goals to 2. So they're also in the driving seat. So I know we're through, but we're playing for top spot now and for the right to stay in Baraki for the quarter-final game. So we have to not lose that final game to Mozambique, who've got 4 points, and managed to score 3 goals from open play against Libya. We didn't manage any. We only scored a penalty. So they're not going to be an easy game either. They also need points to go through, because I'm pretty sure Ethiopia are going to do all they can to beat the Libyans. But it's good that we're through. Team's progressing well. There's definitely some players in there. Mrazig, Kandusi, Mazien, Mahious, Genduz. Surely, we've got to be looking at them for this national team going forward. We've got to be. And I've got to give a word for the Chan. Baraki sold out again, 40,000. It's just quite remarkable. And we're even filling up grounds in Anerba, in the other cities, for games that we're not even in. It's just unbelievable support. And this has all got to go in the CAF file for that decision next month to host that Africa Cup of Nations, because we are putting on a show here. And if somebody doesn't want to turn up because they don't like travelling a little bit, their loss as far as I'm concerned, because we've got a trophy to win and we've got an AFCON to host. Drop a like, and I'll see you for the next one for the Mozambique preview, inshallah. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.